Right, so welcome to Manchester. Wild and wet and very windy, miserable all day. Right, I've been going for a few hours today. Mainly I'm doing house chores. So I've had all the settees out in the living room that I moved all around last week or whenever it was. I've tidied up a load of wiring. I've got a problem with the FreeSat box, and I'm not too sure what it's. The FreeSat's got a dove connection inside it, a dry joint on an aerial, or if it's the LMB on my dish outside. So that's just taken about 45 minutes of my time, and I'm still none the wiser. Yeah, doing quite a bit of a major tidy up and putting things away, and I've got 3 lots of washing on the washing machine. And the last few days, while I've been up in the attic, I've been bringing sawdust down and all crap out of the attic. Anyway, everywhere's all hoovered downstairs, and we're looking a bit neat. I mentioned on a couple of last vlogs that I may be getting some work this week, and so I'll let you into potentially what I'm doing, or what I've told I'm actually doing. But these things can be so last minute. Anyway, you probably don't know, but I sometimes work as an extra on shows. So the last one that I did was, I think it was just over a year ago, last winter I think it was, for a series on Sky Television called Cobra. So if you've ever watched Cobra, I was actually in series 2, and I was an MP. It was all filmed in Liverpool, and if ever you watch Cobra, it looks like it's at the Houses of Parliament, but it was actually at Liverpool Cathedral. Anyway, tomorrow I've been called, or I'm still waiting for the final call, to become a protester. So I need brown trousers. I've got to look like one of those hippie people that glue themselves to the road menaces, idiots, basically. And yeah, so I've got a sort of green army coat here, and I've got a bit of a lumber jacket, and I'm not going to have a shave tonight or last night. Got a bit of stubble. So basically I've just got to look like one of those XR people. I'm not going to go into details on that, what my views are on those people that, yeah. Anyway, so that's tomorrow, and possibly the day after as well. I may have 2 days of filming. So they're really long days. Sometimes I need to be on set by 7 o'clock in the morning. And you cannot get home. They can be 12 14-hour days, basically. So fingers crossed, I've got 2 days of filming coming up, which is going to get some extra money into the coffers. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing the next couple of days. Right, I'm going to be running out now. I need to do a tip run. I need to call in B&M's. I've got a problem with firelighters, getting all the firelighters, and possibly I need to get a couple of plastic boxes for things in the loft. And if I get time this afternoon, I'm going to get in the garden and plant some privet. Fingers crossed. And Rasha's looking very Rasha-y. Hey, Rasha, how are you? Hello. Say hello. Oh. Right, so that's a tip run done for today. I've got a car. There's nobody down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 areas next to me. I've got a Tesla. It's pulled up about 3 inches away from me. Just weird. And sorry, the people in orange jackets that are a little bit like the Gestapo here. I don't know if you can catch any of them. Yeah, blimey Charlie. They've got eyes like eagles. Peculiar. Right, okie dokie. Into I'm going to go and try B&M in Broadheath, see if they've got any firelighters, as that's about a 3-minute drive from where I am. One thing that really cheeses me off, especially Chelsea tractors, you know, great big Range Rovers, is why can't they park in the bay? I mean, I'm just here now. There's my car in white lines. Big one. Yes, it's yeah. There's a white line. I need to park on it. Hang on a minute. Here's a Mercedes in front of me. Let's have a look at this one here. Look at this one here. Trying not to get the reg number, but look. That's absolutely bonkers. Just why can't people park within white lines? Look, white lines. Muppets, absolute Muppets. Right, so a quick shopping trip. So ended up taking an hour and a half, getting up to 2 hours of flipping traffic and traffic lights, and so I'm not now going to get outside and go and plant these privets. I'm just running out of time for other things that I'm doing. I did roast a chicken earlier, so I'm going to sort of divide that into half, and I'm going to make a chicken curry out of that for tea tonight. But what I'm now going to do, I'm going to press on upstairs and separate the Christmas decorations boxes and things like that. I'm going to bring them downstairs, ready to sort out the other boxes that we're going to decant upstairs into the attic space, if that makes any sense. Spare bedroom. And if you've been following this little journey over the last couple of weeks since I got back from wardening at the nurseries, we emptied our attic space. It was rammed, and we have disposed of a lot of stuff. And this is now not going to look like it, but all this stuff here, basically, or the majority of it, is actually going to end up back up into the attic. And there's several of these boxes are Christmas related, so Christmas decorations, Christmas lights, Christmas trees and things like that. So what I'm going to try and do now, I'm going to just try and wade my way in and separate the Christmas stuff out. And then I'm going to then be looking at what is loose and then what needs what I need boxes for. So when I was at the nurseries, I did bring back some old, they're there, some old Amazon. Oh, look at that, some photopass days. I did bring back some old storage boxes from Amazon, some quite big ones. I thought I'd keep them just in case. Anyway, I'm going to now have a big rummage through all these boxes here and take downstairs what I believe are going to be Christmas related. Right, so into the conservatory, what was full and is now empty, which is now filling up again. So these items here, I need to get onto these here, Facebook Marketplace there to sell. And then this corner here is now pretty well all the Christmas stuff that we're going to be using over Christmas. And I need to do something. When I normally do it on the right at the end of November or the 1st of December, and I need to go into a fancy dress bag of Christmas outfits and see if something's in here. Let me just see whether I can find something. It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. Right, okie dokie. So all the Father Christmas outfits and elf outfits are all bagged up, and what I've got here, just give me a minute. I just need to separate this and just see, try and show you something. It's a little bit complex, this. Right, I'll take that off there. I'll take that off there. So here, if I can hold this up, you've got a Santa suit that is in two halves. So can you see? There's half a Santa suit. And here is another half of a Santa suit. So it's cut in half. But again, just give me 1 minute. So this is the back of the suit. And can you see it's all Velcroed? I don't know if you can make that out or not. Let me just turn this round again. Now you've got a Santa jacket that's actually in two halves. Turn it right round, and you can see round the back, it's Velcroed down at the back. Now, why on earth? Let me just see if any of you can guess at all to why I've got a Santa jacket in two halves that can be joined together with a bit of Velcro, and then round the waist, instead of a belt, we have gaffer tape. Can you guess what that is all about? And I will confess, maybe around the 1st of December, possibly. Have a guess, comment below. Right, so rummaging in cupboards and fridges. So even though I'm going to do a Chinese with a cheat tikka masala sauce, I've just been going through the cupboards and I've got some very short dated, in fact slightly outdated egg fried rice. So we're having our Chinese with egg fried rice because that's the way the mop flops, because we can. And I'm going to dice up a red pepper and an onion, and I'm going to disassemble the chicken, so that'll last us 2 or 3 days. That we can get meals out of that. So I'm going to use a good percentage of it now for tea tonight in a Indian curry. And then obviously it all depends. I've still not had a call about working tomorrow, which is now an absolute pain. What time is it now? 3:30, coming up to 4 o'clock. So if I'm not working tomorrow, I'll possibly going on the day after. This will be okay. Well, I'll get that in the fridge and we'll turn that into some kind of a Chinese stir fry of some sort. So I'm going to chop up the onions and peppers now. Right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate all this chicken. I'm going to take the drumsticks off because they can be eaten separately, and then split up the chicken meat into 2 halves. As I say, one will go for tonight's curry, and the next one will go as a Chinese meal either tomorrow or day after. So what I do with this here now, I actually physically use my bare hands and sort of shred all the meat off. And I'm going to have a partner in crime watching me. Hello, Rasha. Rasha. So she will now be sat down by my feet because she'll be getting bits of chicken as it comes off. So I'm going to split it up into 2 bowls. Because before I put the chicken into a pan with the tikka sauce, I am going to just fry off these onions and bits of garlic. In fact, I am going to put a little bit of fresh garlic in there as well, and I'm just going to quickly sort of fry that off. Right, so I've now got 2 oh, Rash, you can have that. Yeah, Rash. She's devouring 2 bowls of fresh chicken, so that one's going to go into the fridge, and this is going to be part of tonight's tea. And as I'm saying this, let me share some exciting news. Literally, let me read this out. This is actually just coming up as we speak. Oh, you can hear my phone bleeping away here. As we approach the end of the year, it's time for us to announce the results of the 2022 Camping and Glamping Awards. And I'm very pleased to say the Nurseries Caravan Park is runner-up for the best campsite in the east of England. Yeah! Our mission is to make it easier to find, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, so the Nurseries, Mumby, Lincolnshire, award-winning campsite, and we have just come joint second as the as a runner-up for the best couples campsite in the whole of the east of England. Nailed it. Right, so as I say, I'm just going to sort of just brown off those onions, red peppers, and garlic for a moment, and I'm going to throw in the chicken. Give that a quick stir over, and as I say, it's all cooked it in the oven, and then throw on the sauce, and we'll let that simmer. Then I'm going to put the oven on, and I've got some of these are really nice actually, these mini garlic and coriander little naan breads to dunk in, and then it's literally a 2 minute rice jobby into the thing, into the microwave, and going to do some washing up as well. Not easy doing that, not holding the handle, but then in goes the sauce, and I'm going to put that on a low heat now and just let that simmer away. I'm going to put the other bit of chicken now. I'm just going to cover that up with a bit of cling film, get that into the... Yeah, Rash, here's a bit of chicken. Yeah, Rash. But bit of cling film on that, get that into the big fridge for a day or so on it. Change your plan regarding the naan bread. I'm actually going to lob it in the air fryer for a couple of minutes or so. So that's the naan bread in the air fryer. And let me see if... yes, I'm sure the air fryer is going to work. So I've just given the air fryer, the naan bread, a little bit of a soak, a little bit of water on each side of it. And fingers crossed, the air fryer will cook that, won't it? So, naan bread in the air fryer. Yes, it works. So, egg fried rice instead of pillar rice or boiled rice. Doesn't really matter. Mix all that up. Bit of naan bread with it. And that's my tea sorted out for tonight. So, it's silly o'clock in the morning. It's just gone 5:30, 10... Oh, no, hang on. Put to 6, sorry. My role today as an extra has been changed. So I should have been a hippie, XR, Gretna-loving demonstrator. But instead, I'm now a posh businessman. Right, so I'm going to have a quick cup of coffee, and then I've got to head out to the film location. Right, journey into the location has gone okay. And I'm currently parked up in a national car park. A lot of cars here for the time of day, very, very early. I've got no idea how this ticketless system works on the app, but I've been told all my expenses are going to get paid. Can't say where I am, or what's being filmed, or what the... I can explain later what my role is, but I can't explain what the production is. Yeah. So I've got a very long day ahead. It's well, yeah, a very long day ahead. Need to now go and check in, get a cup of coffee, and then start getting on set in a hour or so. Just make sure costume's okay with me and things like that. Let's go and do this. All right, so we're all back home now. In fact, I've been back a wee while. A very long day. Finished at 5:30. So we've done several hours of filming today, with which I believe after those several hours of filming, there's going to be about 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes of footage used, with which you'll see me for about half a second. So yeah, a really good day, and it's been the first time I've ever done that. The whole shoot today has been CGI. So we've had imaginary. I can't go into details about what the program is that I've been doing this for. I will let you know in the new year after Christmas when the filming stopped for this series. But we've been in like a huge area, warehouse type place, and if you imagine, you'd be looking at. I wish I could tell you what I've been doing, details, and it's all sort of like green screen and on an epic portion. And anyway, it's been a really interesting day, very long, and literally I've got in, I sat down, Sandra got home same time as me, and I must admit I have had a nap for half an hour. But yeah, so that is a little job that I've done today, just bring in a little bit of extra money. And I think a week on Saturday I might be doing some more, and I could get another call out next week to do some more for the same company. So film extra work, that's how you can find a little bit of extra income if you're thinking about doing anything. Right, I'm going to stop this video here. This has ended up all over the show, hasn't it? And get back on track on another video. Wishing you well, everybody. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one.